of Predictions Week, and we go for the big ones. Super Bowl and MVP. I cannot wait. And guess what? We're going to debut a lot of playoff stuff. It's going to be fantastic.
Wild's full playoff bracket gets reviewed.
You know what? Everyone's been clamoring.
Bijan Robinson.
Yes, they have. Clamoring.
I haven't been able to sleep.
Several people haven't. 5 active players have won Offensive Player of the Year: Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Derrick Henry, Michael Thomas, and friend of the show, Patrick Mahomes. Here's the odds this year. Jamar Chase in the lead, followed by Justin Jefferson, Christian McCaffrey,
Jamar Chase, wow.
et cetera, et cetera.
He doesn't get
Justin
hurt.
Fields always on everything nowadays. And Tyreek. Nick, who do you got?
First of all, shout out to Wiles. While he was doing that read, I accidentally started playing footsie with him. You couldn't even tell. My apologies. Good job, buddy. It's just a true pro's
very
pro.
close set.
I was stretching my legs out onto the desk. I was like, what is moving down there? It was Wild's feet.
Justin
Sorry about that,
Fields,
buddy.
wow.
All right, Coach, I've worked with you now for 6 years. No, longer than that, because before the show even existed, you and I did a few podcasts together, 7 years. And you have taught me.
Going on and on, like kicking my feet. You're gonna,
Sorry.
remember that one day we had dinner?
You've taught me to not be too early on guys, to trust the established guys, and to not anoint people too early.
Caleb Williams.
And I've wanted to listen to you.
I know you did. Not really, but
Right.
But
He wanted to
Bijan,
say
You've gone the opposite.
but Bijan Robinson is going to follow in the footsteps of Edgerrin James, whose rookie year had 1,500 rushing and 500 receiving. Or Clinton Portis, who had 1,500 rushing and 400 receiving. Marshall Faulk, who had 1,200, 500. Saquon, just a few years ago, who had 1,300, 700. He is going to be the engine that drives the Atlanta Falcons to the playoffs. He is going to be far and away the best running back in football. I believe he is going to have, to be clear, 2,000 yards from scrimmage, not 2,000 yards rushing, but 2,000 yards rushing and receiving. And I think that will be enough to win Offensive Player of the Year. I am picking a rookie to win Offensive
Can I
Player
have a
of the
quick
Year.
question?
There we
there?
go, Nick.
Yeah.
Remember when we had all
I
the
don't sound
hype
so
about
crazy
Kyle
after
Pitts
all.
in Atlanta, and we were going crazy for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
And then halfway through the season, like, is Kyle Pitts playing? What's going on?
Yeah.
Do you trust Atlanta to utilize their offenses?
Yes, because one of the reasons Kyle Pitts wasn't as potent was because they didn't want to throw the ball as much as we thought they would. That's fine now. They're just going to hand the ball to Bijan Robinson and throw it to him out of the backfield. I like Bijan Robinson for this.
I think he'll have a great year. I think Earl Campbell, was he the last rookie? Did any of those guys win
No,
Offensive
not
Player?
one Offensive Player
I
of
think
the Year.
Earl Campbell was the last rookie to win Offensive Player of the Year. That was 1978. So that'd be something. I
be
got
crazy.
Christian McCaffrey. I think he's going to go 1,000 rushing, 1,000 passing or receiving. Last year almost did it. He came within 300 yards, and that was with Baker Mayfield at quarterback for 6 games. All right, so imagine him with Brock Purdy for an entire
Didn't he
season.
have Brock
He's got
Purdy
a
for
touch-
6 games as well last year?
No, but those were the 6 he came close
Oh,
to
okay,
getting the mark.
Got it.
He's got a lot of weapons, which some might say could work against him, but I think it'll open things up for him more. I see a lot of short passes that he turns into big games, so I got.
Yeah, I
Christian
mean, the only
McCaffrey.
thing
He's gotta stay
with
healthy,
McCaffrey is if he gets hurt.
I like your
That's-
Christian
that's
McCaffrey pick. I
literally
don't know
it.
if I like it because it's Brock Purdy versus Baker Mayfield, but and I do worry about his injury. I really like Bijan Robinson as well. It's just hard to get that distinction that early. But I do like Atlanta and then the way they run the ball. But I'm going to go back to Kansas City, and I'm going with Patrick Mahomes as my Offensive Player of the Year.
Because he's going. If he's MVP, he did win it before.
I didn't say he's going to be MVP. It says he's going to be Offensive Player of the Year. And I know in recent history, the Offensive Player of the Year hasn't been a quarterback. But prior to that, 4 out of 5 Offensive Player of the Years were quarterback, including Patrick Mahomes, 2018?
Yeah.
So with the amount that he's going to have to score this season to overcome the defense, with the young receivers and really only Marquez Valdez-Scantling as an established
He is
guy,
speaking Nick's language
he's
right
gonna
now.
He's going to have to be what he was in 2018, and I think he has a chance to be. Now I don't
see Jamar
know
Chase
what that'll
getting
translate into in terms of total wins, but he's going to have to
The
be special.
storyline is that.
Coach, everybody's trying to become a Mahomes guy these days.
No.
You're trying to become a Mahomes guy. Bruce trying to become a Mahomes guy.
I'm saying it's by
Just ask Sports
necessity.
Illustrated.
You know what?
I'm saying this is necessity. This is they're going to
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes, they're
Isn't that
gonna
something
have to
people
score.
say?
Yeah, especially without Chris Jones.
What?
Defense doesn't matter.
Something people say.
So is he MVP
Could be
too,
Mahomes.
or
I can
no?
see that.
That's tomorrow's show.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
you know what
are you
it
teasing?
seems when it has become like the award, the
Second place.
offensive player that's not a quarterback.
Yeah.
But when quarterbacks were getting it, sometimes you remember you had running backs winning MVP sometimes.
Yeah, and,
So I think-
sometimes
even-
it's double dipped.
And
Coach's point
I'm
was
not saying
Mahomes
it's
double
double
dipped.
dip at all.
Okay.
I'm just saying he's going to be.
It would be second.
offensive.
What he's going to say tomorrow is that their team's record isn't going to be good enough for him to win MVP, so it's got to go to someone else. But Mahomes can get all the scoring.
Great
records.
tease.
That's fine.
I love the way that Nick has
I'm
established
into
what I'm
your
going to
brain.
say tomorrow.
I'm into your brain.
Coming up in 4 minutes, the most motivational segment in all sports. It's the Bud List. Buckle
Watch
up.
your
Ayo.
I know, sorry.